Okay, so tell us about your new EP. It's online, right? You can buy it. It's digital. So what's on it? Like, what kind of music are you playing? And just tell us about it.
Well, it's a couple songs from the record, and then one that's not on the record. We recorded so many songs for this album, so there's a lot of songs, and we're trying to figure out where they're going, so we put an extra one on that. Yeah, three of the songs are on the record, and I just think that I couldn't be happier about this new album, and I think it's probably the most spiritually charged record I've ever made. Musically, I think it's my best work to date.
So what's your favorite song to perform live?
My favorite song to perform live, let's see, right now, maybe it is So in this Hour, because it was such a rocking song to end the set with. That's what we've been ending this tour with, so. But it's my least favorite song to play too, because then it's the last song of our set.
And, I mean, talking about, like, the new tour, that's the last song on the set. Tell me about the new tour. I mean, you're out there with Forever The Sickest Kids.
Well, they just came to us and wanted to know if we wanted to do kind of like a co-headline sort of a tour, and we were down. I guess that's the explanation in a nutshell.
The intro, it, like, blew my mind. It was so awesome. That was my favorite part of the entire show. How did you come up with the concepts for the tour?
I definitely really pushed myself hard on putting on a good show, and even when we're not like the closer of the show, I like to still just try to treat everything as if we are, and to put on a show for everyone that came to see us. And I play all the instruments on the records, so that's something that I do. And then just last year, I got these like devices where I can like loop stuff, and I can so I'll get on the drums and I'll play a beat, and then I'll hit a button and I'll like record it and loop it, and then I'll get on the keys and then I'll kind of create a song from scratch. But normally I do that like later in the set, and then actually this one I just thought it'd be kind of I came up with this kind of a cool vibe, sort of the intro, and I just thought that was a good way to kick off the show. So, and then as far as when I went into the crowd, I don't know, I just try to like, he says that, U2 is the only band that can do that because they're playing arenas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I just try to treat everything as if it's like, for what I have at that moment and the resources I have and the extremely low budget that we have for this tour, like, we don't have a budget for this tour, still trying to just really push things to the furthest place they can go in terms of entertainment.
And also on tour you have your contest. How did you, like, what made you want to be like, yeah, let's have a contest and have these kids play on stage with me? What made you come up with that idea?
We just are constantly trying to find ways to get our fans, like, to feel a part of this, and to be involved, and to involve them, and I just thought it was a cool idea. I don't know, it just kind of popped up one day, because I was kind of rocking that guitar solo myself for about a year or two, because I don't play saxophone, and that's the solo on that actual recording, and I think somebody had asked us once if they could do it, and we were like, no. And we were like, wait a second, that's a really cool idea. so then I came up with this idea to have a contest for people to try out, which is just so weird because it's like, we'll get like 6 or 7 people trying out in Chicago, and then, for example, today we're in Grand Rapids and no one tried out, so I gotta play it myself. But there's only a few shows where people haven't tried out, but I just feel bad for the days when there's an abundance of people trying out for one city, and then the very next day nobody tried out at all.
Well, it's still a really cool concept. I thought it was really awesome to see all those kids on stage, and everybody was cheering for them. So that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And now you have a clothing line, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Can you tell me about that? Like, what's in it? Like, what's it stand for? All that.
Yeah, it's somebody call it Captivate, and it's I started it as a way to simply inspire people. That's the whole premise behind all of it. I mean, we definitely want to make like really cool clothes that people would wear without even knowing what they're buying, but at the same time, the main reason we're doing it is to give back and to inspire people to give. So what we did was is we partnered with a bunch of different charities from like poverty aid to disease research to orphanages. And what happens is when you go to our website, you get to see the charities that we're connected with. And then whatever clothes you want to buy that you think look cool and you want to wear them, you then get to decide where you want 25% of the proceeds to go to, which charity. We thought it'd be a really cool thing, you know, to get people to, oh, you weren't taking, could you give yours to, give mine to Dream Center in LA, which is this place that like, it's essentially like a rehab facility, and they opened up a facility for girls that have been victims of sex trafficking, and just like stuff like that, or like, oh, I gave mine to orphanage, or the Bloodwater Mission that gives water to people in Africa that don't have it, you know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, we're really excited. I'm just kind of an idea person, and constantly sort of coming up with ways to like engage culture, but not for capitalistic reasons, which is you know, a lot of people do that. So I'm just kind of trying to. Yeah, I'm stoked on life that I get to do this for a living, and just very spiritual person. So I'm sitting here going, you know, I want to use all this for the glory of the kingdom, not for myself, you know. So much as I can do while I'm here and I've got a microphone, better do it, you know.
Definitely. And kind of like how we like to end something, and it's always on a positive note. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, I mean, 5 years ago, I bet, I don't know where you would have saw yourself, but I don't know if it would have been this or making music still, but where do you see yourself?
That's the thing, I started doing this, I put my first CD 10 years ago, so I'm fairly, like, I've been doing this for so long, it's been such a huge part of my life, it essentially is my life, so only naturally can I say in 5 years, I hope that I'm still doing this, you know, or you know, something very similar, you know, I don't really know what I would do if I wasn't doing this, it kind of freaks me out, but just because, like I said, I've done it, in a few years I'll be doing it more than I haven't, which is really weird, but yeah, I don't know, I hope that I'm just gonna still be playing music and just seeing where God wants me to be, you know, like, those are my desires, but if it's not supposed to happen, then I will adjust and adapt, and we'll see, but as far as now, I mean, I'm definitely aiming to continue